I just thought I would do something different to give everybody a glimpse into Alaska life. You know, very important. All right, so tonight we have another three Dominaria United collector booster packs. These were, again, the opening salvo of the 30-year anniversary of Magic the Gathering. Obviously, none of us are old enough to remember when that happened, but we're still here to celebrate. So here we go.
No, I take offense to that because I'm actually reincarnated from a 1950 spirit.
Well, that's right. We do appreciate your fight against Red Skull flying over Iceland.
Those were
Kudos to
dark
you.
times, man. You don't know what it was like. The volcanoes, they were just like, were they gods? Who knew? Who knew?
Ooh, all right. We got a good token for this one. We got a zombie sort of breathing swamp fire token. And then we have a Phyrexian over on the other side.
Cool.
Big old scythe hand. It's a death robot right there. That's what that is.
Now, what can you do with the zombie card? Just to not to interrupt, I'm sorry.
You can bring it back from the graveyard. That's pretty much the thing that zombies do. You can bring them back from being dead. That's
I should have known that. My bad.
What's the attack power?
This particular zombie has a attack power of, trying to zoom in, 2 out of 2. There you go.
Good.
Yeah, this is really good because I can not really see what I'm showing you.
Now, if I could suggest, I like that.
I stepped away to cook my pasta. I noticed your gloves are off.
That's right. And I've also rolled them back and put my watch back on.
Wow, nice watch. Are you rich?
Know what time it is. No, because this is a Apple Watch Series 4, which is worth about $20 now.
Did you steal that from somebody, or did you go to the store and purchase that?
No, I did. I stole it off of a homeless person. They were begging for change while I was stopped at a red light, and the light turned green, and I just yanked it off of them and drove away.
The fallout from this FTX thing is crazy.
Oh, so is that Sam guy?
Cheers to FTX.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm against it.
You're against whiskey?
That's a bold stand.
Damn,
No,
John.
I'm against FTX. I think it was pretty bad.
Why are you against FTX whiskey?
Well, thank you for taking the stand.
It's just mean.
Oh, I didn't know that was a whiskey.
I assume. I'm
It will be
operating
soon.
under some assumptions right now.
I think the bog badger is cool. Has like a shadow.
He is pretty cool.
Like the shadow doesn't match.
He's got a very cool shadow as well. If you can see the bog badger's shadow up there. So if you pay the kicker cost of 1 black mana, 1 black money, then you get the ultra special black shadow.
It's not money,
badger.
it's mana.
Yes,
wow.
this is the mana. This is the money that you pay.
No, it's magic. Mana is not money, it's magic. Wow.
The magic
wow.
that you pay for the money, or the money that you pay for the magic.
Is it Money the Gathering?
Certainly in the 30th anniversary, that seems to be the case. Oh, a hot take.
Ayo.
Speaking of, this is our Furious Bellow. So this is our Furious Bellow about the 30th anniversary being a shameless money grab. Come at me, Magic the Gathering.
I think you mean the Don. Come at me.
Floriferous Vine Wall. This is a plant wall, so it's a wall of plants.
That sounds
It
useful.
can't hurt you because it has defender. So
Now,
it's
is that a
not
0 out of
really
2 on the bottom?
It is a 0-2, so it doesn't do anything to you.
So,
But-
like, if you had no card and that card, would playing them both at the same time mean nothing?
Well, the magical aspect of this guy is when he enters the battlefield. So when you pay his money cost, you can look
Manga.
at the top 6 cards of your library, and you may reveal a land card from among them and put them into your hand. So you get a free land out of your deck. So then you don't have to draw the land. You can already have it
That
and
sounds
play it
good.
later. It's pretty cool.
That's not a
Pretty
94 card, though, right?
pretty good. No, this is so this is just a common. So this is the sort of regular black common logo associated with these guys.
Okay.
We haven't quite gotten to our uncommons and rares yet, but we still have another very good one. Smash to dust. We're gonna break a whole bunch of artifacts, so we get to blow up a bunch of the other guy's shit. That's the oeuvre of this one. If we needed to pick an oeuvre, which obviously we do.
We should, yes. Now, I will say you have not put any cards over to the left. Does that mean that there's no specialty cards yet?
We have not gotten to the specialty cards yet. I'm very much looking forward to them. But until we get there, first we have an elvish hydromancer who is this was actually one of the better sort of low ranking cards from this particular set. He's got a kicker of 4, 3 and a blue, and when you pay his kicker cost, so the extra above and beyond cost, you create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. So any other guy you have on the battlefield, this guy will give you a free copy, and he's also a 3/2 in and of himself. So not too shabby. It's a nice little side benefit. This is famously monstrous war leech. This is the leech that what's his name? The kid has on his genitals in Stand By Me.
Okay. Wow, that was bad. With another
Moving
try on
on.
that sentence is luck.
Here we go. Here is our first
Special card.
yeah, special
Stand
card.
by me, and that was
Stand
Will Wheaton. But go
glass.
ahead. Yes.
This is an island. This might be the island that they swim to in Stand By Me. Just to continue with the theme.
I think they
of
just
this
go to the
pack.
shore, but yeah, go ahead.
That
So
didn't
island.
happen.
This
They
is
found the body.
blue mana.
Yeah, come on, stop it, Don.
Oh, sorry.
So this is obviously the tears that people cry when they watch Stand By Me. But it's also the stained glass effect.
Yeah, not to throw you
very-
off, but like the song "Stand by Me" is so much better than the movie. But go ahead.
It definitely is.
But
Definitely
isn't
is.
the movie based on the song? Or the other way?
I think it was based on a Stephen King novel.
Yes. But also, that's a very good song.
It's a great song. I used to drive through a lot of Bible country, and that's all they would play. And I was like, "This is the jam. This is the jam."
Man,
Yeah.
this
But go ahead,
camera
sorry.
is not doing any favors to my hands. But anyway,
What?
They look
Are you
beautiful,
saying
bud.
your
Go ahead.
hands look even better in real life?
okay. Should have worn the gloves just to conceal my hands. Okay. Next card, we have legendary creature, Human Knight, Tura Kennerud, Sky Knight. This is a white and blue legendary knight creature, human knight creature. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 white creature token. So, not a bad card. Obviously, if you're playing the famous archetype of this particular guy is a white Queenie deck. So you want
Queenie
to
deck? What was that? I'm sorry.
you want to make as many little weenies, 1/1 white creatures as you possibly can, and then you just make them bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a little scotch. I can't talk about it.
Wait, what is a weenie?
I know. I don't know. It just starts talking about bigger and bigger. I'm like, what? Okay.
There you are.
How to make
Okay, well, here to a
We saw this
callback
guy
to a
already, didn't
previous
we?
episode. We
Yes.
have Skeletor, but this is not a borderless Skeletor. This is a
Oh.
bordered Skeletor.
So throw that in the garbage.
Nowhere near as cool. This
Yeah.
is just. This is the dog food version of Skeletor.
Can I have it?
You can have it.
Thank you.
This is coming your way, Chance.
No, it is.
But here we have a borderless Peregrine Dynamo, legendary artifact creature construct. It has haste. That means that it can attack the turn that it comes into play. So the Don is screwed. And 1 in tap, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from another legendary source that's not a commander. You may choose new targets for the copy. That's a very nice piece of functionality that doesn't mean anything without a whole lot of explication.
So I have to ask you, without the borders on them, is there something that signifies the card is a borderless card that, like, if you were to take a paper cut or two and take the border off a normal card, they'd be able to say, like, no, that's the, like, you're doing an arts and crafts project over there. That's not the card that we mean.
Aren't the cards?
So it's a worthy comparison. You can see that this guy has a whole setting around the small picture. This guy, there's no real setting around all of it. It's just there's a little sort of box that's floating in the middle of everything.
Okay.
As opposed to this guy where the box is very closely contained. So that's really the distinction there. If we come across a artifact that is worthy of comparison, then I will compare the two, but that's without a better comparison, that's as close as a comparison as I can get for you.
Just to play devil's advocate, I think what Chance is suggesting is impossible, because if you just cut off the border, obviously the card will be smaller. It's
Yes,
physically impossible to.
Well, if you
Yeah.
were to cut the border off of this whole card and just say, or this whole card and say, yes, it's borderless, then I think most judges, if you were to try to take this card either to an appraisal or a tournament, they would say, hey, why is that card so tiny? And you would be like, because screw you, that's why. And they would be like, cool, go away.